Szép napot kívánok mindenkinek, csodaszép pénteket kívánok mindenkinek, így elkezdünk már a hét vége fele. Hello Lotedor, hello, szép napot. Na, hát igen, már egy ideje, már szerda óta itt van az 5.4. Én nem sok mindent csináltam amúgy 5.4 megjelenés óta, vagy nem is sok minden van amúgy, de egy Mizuki sztori, meg ma, aztán ma jött egy új event, ugye? Talán, meg hát jó, van még az a 40 napos event, ugye az a kis beszélgetős, de az nem egy olyan nagy stream content, úgyhogy azt nyilván nem fogjuk csinálni. Meg hát ugye amíg gondom vele, hát mindig ugye a voice actor strike miatt amúgy sajnos nem olyan jó. Amúgy szerintem nem lenne olyan rossz, ilyen kis aranyos lenne, meg így tök jó lenne egy-két ilyen plusz sztorit, infót megtudni. De hát a voice actor strike miatt kicsit szerintem rossz, de mindegy, van ilyen, megesik az ilyen. Nem mindegy, de szóval a mai nap Mizuki sztorit fogjuk szerintem megnézni, meg azt az eventet, meg előtte ilyen napi egy kis resinyköltés, meg ilyenek. Kaptok is képet. Úgyhogy igen. Amivel szeretnék kezdeni, az ez. Na, szóval a resint akarok költeni. Nem tudom mennyire resinem van. Na, akkor azt hozzá. Azon gondolkodom most, hogy mit kéne költeni. Mert igazából mostanában elég sok talentet fejlesztettem. Azért szerintem. Meg ilyenek. Meg húztam egy-két levelt, meg ilyenek. És nincs kedvem ilyenhez amúgy. Ráadjuk anyjára. Artit szeretnék formolni. Méghozzá. Hello, Joyous Café, hello. Artit szeretnék formolni, méghozzá Chlorine, Darlekino és Emily. Ugye Emily még nincs, de majd lesz. Majd remélhetőleg lesz, legközelebbi bannerkor kiszedem remélhetőleg. De amúgy is hát a két, ez a domain az amúgy is kell Chlorinnak és Darlekinónak is, és még nem nagyon farmoltam, mondjuk most a héten így farmolgattam igazából. Úgyhogy ja, nem is tudom milyen darabjaim vannak, szerintem annyira jók nincsenek. Van egy-kettő használható, már egy-kettőtől meg egy-kettő, de nem olyan jók. Ez például sajnos el lett kicsit hontva, aha. Talán ez ami jó, meg ez sem olyan rossz már. Látok benne, egyelőre jó lesz majd. Ugye Chlorinnak ugye nagyon sok crit rate van, ugye innen-onnan, úgyhogy meg ugye nincs a fegyvere, onnan is crit rate, úgyhogy egyelőre a héten nekem se nagyon szerencsés. Olyan crit rate-es feje sem, de crit damage-et kéne rászednem, mert ugye mint mondtam, Chlorinból jön a Chlorinnak van crit elég szerintem amúgy kritek nélkül, mert ilyen crit startok nélkül is, de nyilván nem árt, ha van, sőt eléggé, azért jó, ha van, sőt kell is, de mint a fegyvere, most ugye a Battle Pass-es fegyveren rajta, akkor a passzív talent is ad neki kritet, meg sok krit. Hello Drex, hello. Na, nézzük meg, menjünk be pár kör. Amúgy craftolhatnám volna a Condensate-esünk. Mindegy, most már nem megyek minden. Nézzük. Mit tegyünk? Florint, Arlecchino és majd jövőben Emily artefaktokat, az utána ezeket a fosokat, maguékra akartam összeváltani, de megzavartak a legközelebb. Rohangálnak, pajzsuk van minden, kiírjuk a motor. Köszönjük a részvételt. Nem, mert ez dendrós amúgy. Úgy egyelőre megtartom ezt a darabot még azért. Ezt azért megtartom. Hello, Máté, hello. Nem van jó. Sajnos atakos lett, de anyátok. Ja. Ezek rosszabbak, mint a nagy gólemek, azért azt meg kell hagyni. Semmi különös igazából. Kis fényszínezés van most, megcsináljuk a 5.4-ben jött cuccokat, meg kis farmolás. Semmi komoly. Hát pont a dendrónak kell lennie, nem ataknak, mert emélinek farmolom. Ja, megint elfelejtettem, hogy a logikával kéne. Nem mindegy, nem érdekel annyira. Mindenhogy meghalnak ezt a tudod. Do main. Köszönjük. Hát ugye van két darab. Van az egyik ugye Klorinnak és Harlequinnak jó, a másik pedig ugye ezt pont Emilire jó, és pont ezt adja amúgy, és még Emily pont nincs. Úgyhogy inkább ez lenne jó, ha ez a szett esne. De annyira nem baj, ha ez jön, mert ugye Emilynek is elkezdek farmolni akkor már így előre. Nyilván nem olyan fontos még ez, de már. Majd már meg. Ez jónak néz ki. Ez jónak néz ki? Csak ugye, amúgy nem baj, csak ugye megint ugye tollakból gyűlik fel a jó darab, de nem baj. Hát talán ha ez tényleg ez ilyen sokkal jobb esélye több, mint a másik kettő, akkor én azt mondom, hogy ez kurva nagy. Annak ellenére, hogy már van két használható tollam. Mindegy, majd a végén felhúzom, ezt nyomjuk már le a köröket. De mit rohangáltok már amúgy? Nem adjatok már nyújtod. Ja, de amúgy az megéri a Golden Troop. Ugye azért is jó az Artifact Doom, mert közben ugye tudsz elkezdeni farmolni. Már is szét, az se ilyen rosszul. Látok egy másodpercet. Az megérős dolog. Meg ugye Fisher, nem tudom kinek jön a Golden Troop, amúgy elég sok karakternek azért nem rossz. Ja, Mikónak is amúgy akár. Bár ja, nem egy olyan karakter, aki feltétlenül mindenkinek ajánlok. De nem egy rossz karakter, hogyha szerintem én szeretem használni őt. De nem egy olyan karakter, aki meg bárkinek. Azt mondom, hogy szedje ki. Csak tetszik. Van 4-star opció helyette, meg milyenek jobb 5-starok. De neki egy jó oda szett akár, nem tudom, kinek jó amúgy a Golden Troop. Most így őszintén. Ebből is adhatnám úgy jókat, de nem nagyon ad. Ja, Mikor. Van most szó, vagy én most róla beszéltem. Basszátok. De utálom ezeket, hogy rohangálnak, őrült mindig. Mindig felbasz minden egyes körben. Na. Nézzük. dendrós darab. Az már úgy nem rossz. Setből egy dendrós krittel. Jó, hogy feltartak van rajta meg elementál, ezt hát ja. Legalább nem defense vagy HP. Azt mondom, de ez még így nem rossz. Jó van, erről meg ne beszéljünk. Na nézzük azt a tollat, meg ráhúzunk párat, meg utána a gobletre és a dendrósra. Hát, ha valami jó kijön. Ott ennek napik is megvannak, azt még el kell szedni, a jutalmat. Na, egy standard pull amúgy tudunk nyomni. Jó, ezt én nem szedem át, ezt nem tudom. És ott azt a felkiáltójel, de nem tudom, ki akarom kiszedni. Na, nézzük. Igazából nem bárok én annyira, hogy rákülni a standardra Mizuki, annyira nem vágyom rá. Majd kiszedem ingyen, ha addig nem jön, vagy ha addig nem esik ki majd. Kiszedem anniversary-ra, tényleg annyira nem vonz az a karakter. Nem rossz, szerintem annyira. Mert hogy nem azt mondom, hogy húra fasza, mert hogy azért nem. Sajnos nem lett jó karakter annyira. De szerintem lehet vele érdekes csapatokat létrehozni, ami tetszik. De ja. Annyira nem vágyom rá, hogy meglegyen. Mi lesz a defense nyilván? Na nézzük. Hát az még nem rossz. Az még nem rossz, sőt. Ez jó, az kell. Nincs mora. Hát. Hát az, aki fejleszti a karaktereket. 80 plusz karaktert. Hát jó, annyit azért nem. De 60 plusz karaktert, ennek nincs pénze. Ami jön, az gyorsan el is megy. Megnézzük, hogy itt tudunk-e átalakítani. Hát én gondolom, hogy nem húztam, mint a 90-re, nincs 81-es, de az Asken megvan. Majd egyszer felhúzom most. Ma még artistam, valószínűleg holnap visszamegyek ez nem olyan rossz, nyilván nem a legjobb, de annyira nem rossz. Ja, lehetne jobb is. Nem tudom, hogy Alekinon milyen toll van, mondjuk mennyire. Azért most az Alekino buildemet valószínűleg nem fogom átrakni erre a szetre. Majd csak akkor tényleg, ha sokkal jobb lesz nála, mert most ezt nem akarom nagyon átizélni, úgy most így jó, ahogy van. A klorinra akarok. Bár klorinra se fontos, csak valamit artizni akartam a héten, aztán ezt kezdtem el. Ugye még Emilire is jó az a szetnek, ugye jó az a Doom nekem, úgyhogy... Na, hát a Dendro Gobletet már nem fogom tudni szerintem felfejleszteni, mert nincs morám. De talán egy meg tudom nézni, mi lesz a negyedik istet, ami igazából legfőképpen érdekel. Ez micsoda? Szabályok. Na, Legyen, ez még azért nem lett annyira jó. Hát, hogy nem, ha sok kritrét megy rá végül is, akkor legalább egy szetből. Ja, valamire szedjük meg, felbasz, hogy fel kiállt, hogy lehetik amúgy. Átgondolom mindjárt, mi kell nekem. Jó, és ha nézzük meg a talenteket. Ez egyelőre jó. Nyilván majd lehetne azért rajta húzni, de egyelőre jó. Mávia nincs hova fejleszteni. Szívem az jó így, a Vika most jó így. Zsongli az jó úgy most ahogy van. Hát igazából lehet, hogy zsonglinak kéne, mert ugye ezt akarom még felhúzni most. De ugye ez még sányúra is kell ez a materiál. Mert még valakinek kell, akit akarok most húzni. Akár szituadívult itt felhúzhatna, bár nem vonz annyira se. Rájött Ezli. Ezt koronázhatnám akár ezt a kanyú talentet. Miért ne? Akár. Így azt akár kiszedhetem neki. Raident ezt nem akarom most, ez úgy jó ahogy van. Forina is bőven az úgy tökéletes. Nevület nyilván. Se vágyom, hogy jelennek húzzam most jobban inkább, ez így elég nekem egyelőre. Arra kínom nyilván azt triple crown-os. Ja, na igen, ez azért lehet jó ez, mert ez még Sincsúnak is. Hello Benny, hello, szép napot. Ó, kérdés. Kiket az ember talentek, what the fuck? Nyilván, 10-8-8, azért az brutál. Mikor. Problémák is úgy, ahogy akartam, kész van. Mire szedjen ki? Egyelőre az a két liuei. Vagy a... Jó, kiszedem Ganyúnak most. Szedjük ki most Ganyúnak. Azt a... Na jó lesz az. Következőt meg majd a másikból szedem ki, mert ugye neki kell a Sányun, Zsongli és Sincsú. De most egyelőre ezt szedjük ki. Most tudnák craftolni egy párat, mindegy, jó az. Na. Hát jó van igazából, a izék megvannak. Szerintem. Versenyt azt küldöttünk. Nem tudom, van... Szóval mi ez az event? Na várj, van ez az event először, meg van a... Melyik a hosszabb? Melyiket érdemes előbb megcsinálni? Mizuki sztorit lehet, nem? Ez előbb jött be, mint az event. Ó. Ja, meg nem vagyok a izébe. Na, Inazuma. Na, oda jövünk egyelőre. Na. Nem tudom, kíváncsi vagyok el a sztorira. Mennyi ideig tart, valaki megcsinálta már. Jönk valami inazumai csapat. Van valami, hát van inazumai csapatom végül is, vagy karakterem. Régen például, Mikor. Jönk valami inazumai teammel. Ennyi inazuma, 1, 2. Ki fel van fejlesztve és így. Hát nagyon sok már nincs. Jó. Kik az inazumai, azt tudom kik, jó, kukusinunk még, oké. Kik az inazumai a Tóma. Kéne valami healer. Tehát legyen bevezetted. Már nincs más. Overload teamet nyomunk. Nem tudom, van jobb, vagy van más lehetőség. Nincs amúgy, vagy nekem nincs. Jó, lehet azt egyáltalán nem inazumai. Aztán majd valószínűleg közben váltok, mert nem fogom sokáig ezzel csapattal nyomni szerintem. kéne hallgatni még egyébben a zenét. Ezek ki is fogom nyomni majd. A sztori közben annyira nem kell. Bár ide lehet, hogy kell, mert amúgy nincsen ugye voice valószínűleg több karakternek. Ugye nem tudom.
Like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai in town. Is it trying to get us to follow it?
Az igen. Érdekesen néz ki a videó. De is már el, hogyan mész. Repkéket elkapjuk. Nem tud egyenesen repülni. Mindegy eddig. Ezeket összekapom. Ez a csapat ez nem jó, mert nem fut itt senki gyorsan. Nem mozognak itt gyorsan a karakterek.
What's that girl doing over there? She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her.
Hoppá.
What just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second. Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for? True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here.
If I leave now, will I have enough time? How many times? There's no going back if I report.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth. So I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Schubert. Na. Nem tudom, kicsit nekem ilyenekkel szoktam a hangját, hozzá kell éreztenem a karakterhez, annyira így elsőre nekem nem adja a karakternek a hangja a karakterhez. Nem illik. De lehet meg fogom szokni. Volt már ilyen karakter, akinek egy elsőre nem tetszett a hangja. Például, hogy Másik is ilyen volt, de aztán nagyon megszerettem végül a hangját is. Szerintem jó. Most már jónak.
I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset. But you need to work through things in your own time too.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
Fullok a csaj.
What's wrong with her?
I'm fine. Next, please.
Good.
Delicious.
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here.
Oh,
let
yeah,
alone
that's
what
true,
you're
yeah.
sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Dream? When did that... Whoa!
Fuck.
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the traveler to literally come to me in a dream.
Istenem. Istenem, mi ez?
Oh,
Szép.
someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce myself properly. My name is Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumeku Ibaku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
You make Kuribaku? Hey, it's that little critter from before!
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier? Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dream. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did. Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help. And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you
Aki
can
szereti
make
a
them.
rossz számokat, köszönjük Paimon.
Thank you, but I still owe you an apology. While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams, but it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one. I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So, Yume Kuibaku can eat good dreams too, huh?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless. But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distress? Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of their...
It's probably because the traveler has too many good dreams to count.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Here.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa bathhouse.
Köszönöm szépen az intézkedést. Kis cukik megjöttek. Megjött az első kis cuki. A mai streamen, nem még nem lesz több. Hoppá! Let's go!
Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services.
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too. This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge.
Let's go!
Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers.
Let's go, ingyenes kis.
So she's a Yume Kuibaku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too?
Az ingyen szolgáltatások mindig jók amúgy. Ezt már szerettem.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We can't let it go to waste.
Na. Hoppá. Kaptuk a... Szóval kapjuk, meg ide kapjuk valahol, nem? Nem tudom. Ez a dzsunglinak a... Micsoda? Itt gondolom... Eventhez? Vagy ez... Ez az event, ezt gondolom. Majd... Vagy van Paimon még. Vagy... Nem, Paimonba folytattuk a szót. Mindegy. Úgyis sokat beszél, úgyhogy Nem baj, ha egy-kettő mondat az így a fejében marad. Na nézzém amúgy. Nincs. Jó napot!
Are you here to visit the ISA bathhouse?
Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
Your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass. Can we use it now?
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to being a she only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist. Please, head on in.
Na. Zsabbe. Hoppá.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello, I'll be right with you.
Azt szép.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy
Az
sometimes.
komoly.
But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last
És
thing I
helikopterezés.
want.
Jajjával. Nem repül az éjföld.
I promise I'll provide an excellent service.
Jaj.
Please
Nagyon jó.
leave.
Kedvenc szó tincsot. Ó, Istenem. Aj, nem bírom. Aj.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Az is.
Using a few
Miért?
plates
Miért?
isn't the reason we've been losing
Hogy
business.
tudják így elkórni?
Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is
Yeah,
make you look like an
yeah.
easy target.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
Miért?
No, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, it looks like you'll be my first customers today, so...
Why is she so panicked? Actually, we're...
Shion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku Lady is back.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all. But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on...
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business?
Ugh, did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll...
Subtext being, you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Shion, I'll I'll take things from here.
Fú,
What I'd like you to do is head to the
A hajak.
kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Will do. That's my specialty.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion, and the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like
ez
me.
igen. Ez egy komoly név. Az szép. Jó van.
Wait, so the older looking one is actually younger, and the younger looking one is older?
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age. Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services. So the spa, I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yume Kuibaku? That sounds fun! Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while...
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah...
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution. Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Can't argue with that.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But so perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier.
Oh,
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might be a better fit for you.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
Alright then, please follow me. Don't get me wrong, Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to
Hoppá.
treat you myself.
Hoppá. Na, lesz egy kicsit.
Your psychology is so unique.
Mhm.
I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Please, come with me.
Szállsz nekem egy kicsit egy csajszi. Merre megyünk arra? A pálymájék is erre jöttek. Ide. Lehetséges. De nem be? Nem, az a másik irányba volt talán. A bejárat.
There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no. All right?
A füle így megmozgatta.
Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious, but it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so. Oh, where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from? This needs another dab here. That's better. I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet.
Yeah, the story.
Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here. For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh. Let me do that for you.
Mi történik?
I can see that you don't like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready. Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable?
Melyiknek kéne lennie? Neki? Vagy neki?
Now you just need to find the others.
Az összes időt meg kell keresni. Ja. Ó. Ott van még egy.
She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand. Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my
Durva,
palm touching
ilyenféle
yours.
sztorik ezt még nem kaptunk. Érdekes
Notice how
dolgok
all
történnek
other
szépen.
sensations in your
What the
body
fuck?
are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything, but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
vagyunk.
Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips.
Ó, az a idő amúgy. A legális világ, amikor elvitték. Ez nem
A
az.
sharp aftertaste.
Hát egy chest. Egy chest nekem.
Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves. That is where I am. Holding my hand tight. Those lost sensate the feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms. Or through
Olyan
a
hol
squirrel's
hagyhatsz azt a
fur.
chest amúgy.
Or of grabbing a
Ahhoz jelenet.
fistful of sand on the beach.
De még egyszer kinyitom talán.
And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover. We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of.
How you getting along, traveler?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kind of fresher and more relaxed, it feels.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumikoi Baku just like sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Xion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, traveler? Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming. Well, even if you've buried those feelings deep enough to hide them from yourself, you can't hide them from a trained psychologist. But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
Huh. Well, maybe he's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind.
But he said he feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient. Fine by me, as long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand. Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance to de-stress. Now it's time to do the same for your body.
Oh, that sounds good. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we...
If you say.
I think the traveler's recovered from the therapy session now.
Na. Arra megyek ki, erre megyek. Apa. Ez Mikor? Aha.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Gucci. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend. Seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Mi mondtad a röhögést? Elmondod.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Gucci, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to... You could always invest in the publishing house, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days. Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And...
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Ja, Mikor beszélünk.
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all. Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship. Paimon's curious though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Baku. Which begs the question, who is this Emura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out...
Well, we at least know where he is today though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again.
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of him.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
and we want all our friends to experience it.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
Akkor most nem fogunk fürcsikézni. Meg ilyenek. Ami. De persze segítsünk amúgy minden. Intézzük el a dolgokat. Aha, itt, de sokan vannak, basszus. Ez igen.
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Amura Ichigensai. Are we?
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay. 97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh? Sounds kinda therapeutic in its own way. But we don't really have a good excuse to resort to violence here. And we definitely don't want... Why don't we pass the time by talking to some of his other patients?
Nyilván. van.
Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you? Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service.
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some...
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway,
more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Amura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts only. Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause. Meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they keep charging you
Exactly.
Overpriced
and ineffective. But counseling from Amura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys. Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
Beálltak darabozva? Mi?
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings. Now, receive my guidance.
Billion mögött van. Hát csak mostan látjuk.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it. Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their mortgage.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been. So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself.
Huh?
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though.
What the fuck? Ez igen. Az igen.
Traveler, it's almost time. All right, now time for us to go meet.
Ez csak egy álom volt. Jó, nyilván mondták, hogy álltunk neked. Ki tudja, mi történt.
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
Aha.
Because Imura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy. That's why. He's gone home to rest.
Akkor az...
Try again tomorrow.
Valószínűleg amúgy közelhet az álmunkhoz amúgy. Sőt. Mi a fasz?
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time. Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Imura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you...
Drat! We should have barged in after all. Yeah.
Nem lehet megölni.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Upsi. Véletlen volt, esküszöm. Nem akartam szándékosan megtámadni. Én nem. Sajnos nem lehet. Szomorú. Így. Menjünk vissza ide. Red House-ba. Fuck. Hány pörögnek itt a hajak.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your
Yep, at least that's...
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible...
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to... It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he...
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper. But then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a...
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Imura Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion, took on human form and started walking around. It's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yai Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yai Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz. Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and you've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of...
You promise the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yai Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including...
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like...
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
You...
No.
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction. The Tenryou Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outburst. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nut job.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted him.
Boom.
He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are the same person? Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick...
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryou Commission for fraudulent...
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello, please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a ripoff.
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? So, chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammers.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
Jó a hozzáállás.
We just need to report
Így
this
kell
guy as a
hozzáállni
fraud to
ahhoz.
the Tenryou Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time.
Of course it did. You were a huge help. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. But
Oh, true. How could Paimon forget about that?
Na.
Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh? She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Oh, remember the place from...
Na. Megnézzük, ott ahol volt. Ha jó. Hol legalább összetalálkoztunk vele? Valószínűleg, gondolom. Aha. Oda megyünk. Na akkor.
This should be the plot.
Ott is van.
What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless...
Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up... Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Aw, what's up?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikuiba?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it. I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying
Danke.
abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible.
Kis aranyosak jönnek.
Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a moneymaker? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try? You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself, but you showing that you care is still appreciated. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home. Get some sleep.
Alright, good night.
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Na. Vagy csak az első feje, ez csak az első része volt. A dolognak. Amúgy jó kis sztori szerintem. Azok a dolgok, amik ugye eddig nem voltak. Többi sztoriban. A mechanikák meg ilyenek. Úgyhogy ez így jó. Szerintem. Eddig, nekem tetszik. Meg így a most sztori alapján amúgy elég szimpatikus karakter, vagy így nem rossz karakter szerintem. Ja. Elnézést. Ja, megyünk el mindjárt az alsóbet hallgat, csak elmegy gyors mosdóba. Mindjárt jövök. Na itt vagyok. Alvést. A kis szünetére. Na. Na, ismét itt. Hello, Nomo, hello, hello. Szép napot, mi újság van?
We're here to book our next therapy appointment.
Húha.
It hurts.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
We've been like this ever since they woke up.
It's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
Még nem kezdtem el. Még először ezt akarom befejezni a sztorit, mert ugye ez már kijött szerda óta, úgyhogy ezt ezután fogom neki, ezzel fogom neki állni.
We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
Paimon blames the other two.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. The point being, no
Nem tudom,
normal
meddig tart még ez,
person
de
should
valószínűleg
ever
egy
have a
ideig, mert ma tervezem, nem tudom meddig tart, ez valószínűleg még egy ideig, mert ugye mi csak első jutalmat kaptam meg, de mindenképpen meg szeretném azt csinálni ma. Úgyhogy mert legközelebb stream az csak vasárnap lesz, ami meg már Abyss lesz, mert ja, Abyss lesz valószínűleg délelőtt, jön az ugyanis. Úgyhogy elkezdem most. De aztán lehet, hogy még belenézünk a event, nem tudom, jönnek akkor ki új rész addig.
Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Majd megnézzük majd a sztori után, nem tudom meddig tarték, de nem még.
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm
Na. Menjünk vissza oda, ahol van volt az a morék. Akarom mondani. Taty. Itt vannak, igen. Két jó
You
modell.
know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad drink.
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be...
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night.
Az komoly.
Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Amora
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Hoppá. ugyanaz, ami láttunk az álmunkban.
Entered their subconscious minds.
Amiért valószínűleg
I
megette
noticed
minket
they both become
legutóbb.
disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No. No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today.
As you can see, their troubles, Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion. If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were a lot.
Most elbeszéljük, most elmondjuk neki azt, ami történt.
You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his soap. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyche.
Yikes! Well, guess we'd better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Emura Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
This is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night. Both of only you don't want to talk about it. Because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you present. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown.
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we don't think about it.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial, at least as long as you answer our question.
Alright. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently yesterday's session kind of tired him out.
Aha. Valóban. Hihető.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn!
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer... Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop having to worry about Emura Ichigensai, the sooner we get you all to ourselves. So we're not going to quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the still. I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I arrive. The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance and set.
Very good. Let's get going then.
Na. Keressük meg ezt.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give me, cause in case you hadn't noticed, These guys are hopeless. They don't know anything. Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place. There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine!
Az igen. Kis hegymászás, meg minden. Kellemes lett csak, hogy ide belugrani. Szerencsére vannak teleportjaink. Jó napot!
She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little
Hoppa.
ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts. You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where...
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura Chuya.
Wait, what? Amura Chuya?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Are you telling me that Amura the Hellraiser and Amura the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
All right, well, in that case...
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
Na vajon milyen hely lesz?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also requested to pay on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome, and
You've got a point. Well, we clearly...
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? Because yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors? She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Isa bathhouse. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately. I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your...
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki, right?
Na, megvan a második izé. Ó, van még amúgy. Akkor... Így is. De ezek adnak könyveket, hogy írózügyeket, úgyhogy fejlesztünk egy kicsit. És már elérjük a 60-asat. Ja, Aztán megjöttek a 70 meg 80 mindenkivel. Még ez a 4 karakter hátra van. Na, de... Hova kell menni? Ó! Oda. Szigetre. Nézzük.
This should be the place Miko mentioned.
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was...
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free to head out again. So, this is where Emura Ichigensai lives.
Jól néz ki az a kis kuckó.
Sure hope
Azt
so,
mondom.
'cause this
Kis
is our only
kunyhóka.
lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too?
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. So from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you get...
We'll be fine.
All right.
Azt egy ilyen domain lesz most itt, aha. Elektrós, anamót mond. Menjünk így, szerintem aztán úgyis kapunk szerintem egy Mizukit. Wow, ez igen. Ez már valami. Aha. Igen, ez a kicsit ez a Demon Slayer-es vibe ennek a helynek. Wow. Csűha. Aha, az igen.
Whoa.
Amúgy jól néz ki a hely, ha
This
csináltad.
is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creep.
Calm, yet
What is it, Mizuki? Figured...
nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions.
Igen, csak hogy milyen a Mizuki build, amit kaptunk itt. Az Elemental Mastery. Aha. De gondolom nyilván egy... Igen, és mondom C3. Csak a szaki. És tudom mit tudnak, nem is érdekel. Eddig nem kaptunk szerintem olyan triple crown-os dolgokat. Szerintem csak egy 8-asokat kaptunk, nem? Triple 8-as. Ez menő, hogy így... Ez a repülés ability, azt tetszik nekem. Oh, what the fuck? Ja, ez ilyen... Oh. Az igen. Azt akkor... Ez tetszik ez a hely. Amúgy.
Turn that frown upside down.
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Illusion shattered. Everybody stand back. Time to relax.
Jó, ez nem egy jó csapat amúgy. Így Mizukival. Így jó ez így. Wow.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
Emura Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions, but I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions.
Your perspective is most...
What's so funny? Don't you know you're...
harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective.
What is up with him? He's being so calm.
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired the ability to... No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
I would be delighted.
Az igen.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all...
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing...
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among him. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and... Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumeko Ibaku have learned an important secret about human emotion. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance, but if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon the person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further.
Na?
You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're... This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
Bam.
How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. Ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
Kicsit semmi betegesült. Betegen ez az egész az
I'm afraid not.
mozog.
Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
Hoppá.
What?
No wonder! Hyman knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just...
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared.
Aztán.
The emotional cocoon I've wrapped him in was all but it.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a but it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last of my kind.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you...
Likewise, Yumezuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally. Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our... But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop.
Hoppá. Ajaj.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him! Sweet dreams!
Ah. Itt egy chest. Remélem többet nem hagytam amúgy el. Ja, érdekes. Ez a felépítés ennek a helynek.
It's so strong. Quick,
Mi van a
after
chest?
him.
Mondjuk itt. Vannátok. Jaj. Érdekes ez a hely, menő. Amúgy.
his emotions even harder.
Time to relax.
Iha.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
What the
Watch
fuck?
out.
Ez ilyenkor... Be kell itt esni? Mondom, nem kellett volna. Vagy de? De.
I
Sorry.
used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his consciousness.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world? If this...
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless we manage to defeat him in his true form. He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open, and that's
Eat this nightmare? What is that even possible?
not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare?
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream.
It's so...
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place.
Wait, but... What is our...
Where the light is.
Oda megyünk. De úgy tényleg kurva jól néz ki az a hely, tetszik. De megvan a maga a hangulata. Jól megcsinálták szerintem ezt a sztorit.
It's your fault. Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that
Ugh. The atmosphere here is...
Be careful. Every time.
Sweet dreams.
You, a rider? Didn't they reject you all? Get rid of this trap.
Aw, poor guy.
We shouldn't stay here.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow. That's so sad.
Nope. Not here either.
Brown upside down.
What is this book?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, by isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely... If we want to restore balance...
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about...
Well done, Paimon.
Aw. Alright, what's the next...
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need... Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain...
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Misaki!
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
All right, there goes that nightmare.
Amazing!
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing. You cannot stop me.
Ajaj.
What is this place?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the borderland.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a host. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind.
Mizuki, that eye.
Wow.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of him. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. If he succeeds, then
we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down.
maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here. And that dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach.
Sweet dreams?
Lost minds. There should be some around here. And some of them will have come from Sweet Dreams originally. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
Aha.
Sweet dreams.
Lehetünk így jutni repülve.
Turn that frown upside down. Emerge. Right now. Fire it up. Shine down. Teamwork is strength. Time to relax. Yachan, Taechan, let's go.
Oh.
Chasing tanuki through the woods and climbing trees to hunt for own. Thank you for lending us your happiness. Turn that frown upside down.
Ja kell meg cooldown megvárni, gondolom. Ugye nem tudom mennyire szakítást lenni, csak szerintem.
Sweet dreams. Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque. Thank you for sharing your... All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. The core should be just up ahead.
Why? Are these sweet
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But which means we're running out of time. Our chances of...
No problem. We're ready.
Nem kell vele bújni?
Time to relax.
Nem, oda kell menni. Itt oda kell repülni, oda kell át repülni, jó van. Hí.
Not yet it isn't. Now, use the
Jó,
power
így
of
nem
the
jó.
good
Tóma,
dreams.
többen maradt közben. Más pályok kellett volna. Mizukihoz. Ki Mauikra. Ó, jöttek ide azért.
Don't get too close.
Sweet dreams.
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And all the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their... Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different...
Incorrect. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire... When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my king died. But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect... This is the path to a revival.
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been... But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is a Now here's a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? You or me? Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
Oh.
What's going on?
Ajaj.
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know without the Yumekibaku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy. No, they would sooner run from reality.
The whole reason I wanted to become a...
Ne,
Traveler.
jövünk mi? Fuck.
These feelings. So that's how they should taste.
Jó kis jelenet.
Longing. Caused by separation. So bitter. And yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you. If you keep pressing on, maybe even more precious memories await. Despair. Caused by failure. Regret. Caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste. And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why long before you ever met me, you'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams. The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature.
Ó.
The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Ne. Meg addig az elejtettem el. De mondjuk ez egy olyan trial-et elejtettem el. De kapjuk a izét, a nézőknek a... Adj izé boostját. Fuck! Hű, rosszul odasz, mint hogy nagyon jó vele játszani. Nagyon jó karakter. Ne, még jelennek meg farkasok. Hát ez olyan izgalmas csata. Azt kell mondjam. Na nem olyan rossz, de hát azért traveler. Hiába nem használom soha travelert-en.
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
Don't mention it. What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to...
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon.
Huh?
Paimon job. Repült az, lebeg.
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes, just like the last time.
Hoppá.
Hold on tight. The Yomeku Ibaku are getting to work.
Wow. Hát, wow, az mekkora. Hogy beszívja? Nagyon kis cuki izé. cutscene. Wow! Ez geci jól nézett ki. A kis cukik. ez jó volt, ez tetszett.
It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help.
Nice to
Or
meet
I'd
you.
be the one dying from
Nagyon
indigestion
szépen
tonight.
köszönöm a raidet, Atina. Sziasztok! Hogy telt a stream? Hello mindenkinek. Köszönöm szépen a raidet. De most talán már vége fele járunk a Mizuki sztorinek itt, aztán utána meg az eventbe fogok belenézni. Hello zombi, hello. Nagyon szépen köszönöm a követés, zombi.
Useless.
They were very
Kicsit hangos a
delicious.
hangot. Hello Atina.
Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams? You've noticed it too then. Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they fester. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their back, which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. I once believed the only reason we Yumekui Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by. Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. So I must thank you, because after meeting you, I finally became sure that my wish is achievable. And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are!
Na, itt van a Paimon. Itt van Paimon. Nem hagytuk hátra nagyon sok ideig. Csak egy kicsi ideig. Nyugodt volt így, amúgy. Nélküle.
Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell back. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
Huh?
Na, végül is a questek. Amúgy szerintem egy jó kis quest volt. Én élveztem. Hoppá.
The moon sure is beautiful tonight.
Hát itt. Ups. Nem tudunk ide legölni. Oh. Ups. Nem tudok legölni mellé, Mikóval, mondjuk. Hopp. Valami kis fotót csinálni. gyorsan róluk. Nem ezt akartam. Nyomjuk rá autofókuszra. Ez milyen? Így mondjuk kicsit közelebb. Bazag is pont pislog! Ilyen nincs. Jó lesz az így. Pak. De még nincs vége teljesen itt a dolognak. Kéne várni, míg felmegyjen a nap. Pak. És megyünk oda. Vissza a fürdőbe meg a...
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register over here!
Na. Mindig paragnak itt a hajak. Jaj. Na, sokkal több itt az ember.
Why are there so many guests?
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture. And it's good to see that Murasaki.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers after all.
Awesome! In that case, very important Paimon would like to start with the fine dining this time.
Very important Paimon.
Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Imádom Mikort amúgy.
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happened. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday. Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emira Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have... An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's rep...
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles. Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of.
Na. Akkor most már tényleg ezúttal vége a questnek. Amúgy nagyon tetszett nekem. Kis quest volt amúgy. Én élveztem. Na. De most, hogy ennek vége. Megnézhetjük a eventet is akár. Sőt, biztos. Nyilván úgy terveztem, hogy mai nap még azt megnézem mindenképpen. Tovább tartott ez a quest, mint gondoltam. De nem baj igazából. Nem úgy tényleg jó volt. Na.
Welcome, honored traveler. Guji told me about your visit. Please, come in. The almighty Shogun is also inside. It's best not to keep her waiting.
Now, there's no need to be so stubborn about this. I'll adjust the budget here, and we'll definitely turn a profit.
No. We must confirm the official representative before discussing details. There is an order to this that must be followed.
Örülök, hogy vannak voice-ok rendesen.
From the way she's talking, this must be the Shogun, right?
Ah, little one. It's about time. Come, I have a contract for you to sign.
Whoa, we're not just gonna sign a random contract out of the blue!
Hardly. Oh,
Nem mindenki.
labor is a part of it.
Viszont szomorú, de legalább itt nekik van. Neked legfontosabb Paimonnak is van. Ez az a lényeg.
I see. So he's the representative you selected. He would indeed be the perfect candidate for the Mikawa Flower Festival. When the yokai still roamed the land, they celebrated an event known as the Mikawa Flower Festival. It was an occasion for drink, laughter, and merriment.
We hosted a version of it during the test of courage. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, so I got to thinking, why not have another go? This time with the Mikawa Flower Festival for yokai and humans alike. One that combines human ingenuity with yokai arts to offer the most innovative
entertainment, huh? Wait, kind of like a Kitsu Yuge and a Kitsu Hanea Sobi? Those games were really fun.
For an important event like this, an official representative is required to preside over the...
Neither myself nor the Kamisato family can assume the position, given we represent one side or the other, the yokai or the humans.
Human you may be, but you possess a deep connection with the yokai, and you do not hail from this land. That makes you a more neutral option. Moreover, you took part in the previous festival during the test of courage.
In plus, your name has the potential to attract an even greater showing. So are you going to sign this thing or what?
Huh. You've got a point. Then let's go ahead and... Wait! I almost fell into our trap!
Oh, come now. This is for an important occasion, is it not? Even I've chosen to throw profit to the wind. Surely a selfless hero like yourself wouldn't turn your back on a good cause.
According to the proposal, the proceeds will be distributed as follows. 40% to Yai Publishing House, and 10% to the festival representative.
Hey, no fair!
Now, 10% might not sound like much, but Yai Publishing House is going to great lengths for this occasion, both in time and personnel. Getting smart, aren't you, little one? In that case, I'll throw in another 10% from the other half of the proceeds.
No, the other half is going to the shogunate. That is not up for negotiation. But I am rather curious about the supposed great lengths you mentioned. Unless I am mistaken, most of the personnel and supplies are to be provided by the shogunate.
That A. When did she reprogram you to argue back like this?
Proceeds should be distributed according to contribution. Besides, from the very beginning, You plan to allocate an additional 10% of your share to the traveler, did you not?
Wait, so earlier you were just trying to shortchange us?
What's the fun in bargaining if you open up with your best offer right off the bat?
Paimon doesn't see the fun at all. But 20% is acceptable.
Az igen, micsoda bizniszek vannak itt.
Games have always been a central part of the festival, and the plan is to host an event where the attendees have 48 hours to create a game of their own.
Ooh, everyone loves fun games. You won't have to worry about attracting humans and yokai to the event.
That is the general plan. I'll leave you to iron out the finer details. This is a critical time for the Shogunate's new development plans, and the survey team is returning momentarily, so I must turn my attention to them.
Got it. We'll see you later then. Jinju Forest. Let's pay a visit to our old friend Ioroi.
Na. Elkezdtük akkor az event sztorit is ezzel. Hoppá. Ez így már amúgy elérhető, nem váltak elérhetővé. Akkor gondolom csinálnak lesz, vagy nem tudom, hogy milyen dolgok vannak még ebben az elemben. Amúgy nem néztem utána, meg annyira nem figyeltem, nem belenéztem a live-ba. Nem tudom pontosan mik lesznek itt. Hoppá. Tudjunk.
Nothing to see here, just a statue. Huh? Wait.
Remember us, Ioroi?
Ah, it's you youngsters. And you! The nasty kitsune who turned Chinju Forest into the playground for her test of courage.
Oh, Chinju Forest is supposed to be Ioroi's territory, right? Oh, no wonder he's so mad.
Exactly. How could you hold a test of courage without inviting me?
Oh, so that's what he's doing.
Anyway, what brings you all here? Something to discuss?
I actually came to apologize about the test of courage. It was my mistake not to invite more yokai to the ceremony. So for this Mikawa Flower Festival, I knew I had to extend a personal invitation to the Bake Danuki.
Huh? The Mikawa Flower Festival?
Yeah! Yes! The Mikawa Flower Festival! Huh? Kichiboshi? Shosei? Gyobu Koban? Where did you come from?
Never trust an apology from a kitsune, or an invitation for that matter. It's just a silly festival. So what if there's delicious food or fun games?
Yum, yum! Fun!
That's enough, you two! Don't fall for the kitsune's cheap tricks. Such...
What a shame. I was hoping to take you all to the festival, but it would seem Ioroi disapproves. I suppose it makes sense. Poor Ioroi, stuck in this statue all alone while the rest of you got to have fun. How sad that would be.
Poor Ioroi! Excuse you! I am Ioroi, the Kakushigami of the Bake Danuki. I just... yes. Just worried the cubs will get distracted and stray from the Tanuki path.
I should also mention I was hoping the Bake Danuki could help the humans take their games to the next level. Talented as you are in the art of transformation, in Inazuma, only the Bake Danuki can hope to match the Kitsune in that area.
Match? The Kitsune could never rival the transformative gifts of the Bake Danuki.
Oh well, I was thinking of using the Bake Danuki as the symbol of the event in the promotion. No matter. I shall simply seek the help of the Kitsune. When the time comes...
Wait!
It worked, didn't it?
My dear cubs, transforming into things that already exist is only a small fraction of what it... To even get a quarter of the way through your training, you must be able to turn into things of your own invention. Just like when I turned into a gigantic ramen bowl that could fly. So go forth and seize this opportunity so you can advance the name of the... advance your training. Not all humans are bad and scary. Some are good, just like these youngsters. Go with them
and transform into things.
Don't worry, Ioroi. The little tanuki are safe with me.
You're the one I'm worried about.
Well, we're here too. We'll make sure they don't.
I'll hold you to that. Now, Kichiboshi, Shosei, Yobukoban, while you're out there.
Yep. Always listen to Whitefer. And Mr. Yellowfur.
And Auntie Pink.
Miss Pinkfur.
I almost forgot. Given their level of training, speaking to humans will be a problem. Just a moment, I'll cook up a few.
No need. Here, Miss Pinkfur prepared a special kitsune meal for you all. It will give you the ability.
You stole our tricks too? And is it really that much better than mine?
Splendid. That should make our lives easier. Now we can head into the city and start forming. Well, we need more than Bake Danuki power to design these games. Now, I need to discuss the layout of the venue with the Yashiro Commission. I'll leave the team recruitment to you.
Hold on. You're not taking part, Miko? You're really gonna sit on the...
Making games is nowhere near as fun as playing them. Besides, working through the nights...
Making games? Working? Through the night?
Anyway, this time I'm going to wait for the fun to come to me. See you later, little ones.
Na, vissza a városba.
City. So many houses. So many humans. Gotta farm beans. Whitefer, Yellowfur, how do we farm beans?
Na, nice, ez nice.
Teams, not farm beans. Yeah, that's right. People with the same taste. You know, into the same thing.
It's easy. Tastes the same. Easy peasy. Whitefer, dumb. Farm beans that taste the same.
No, wait, that's not. And they're gone. In different directions, too.
Na, kell kapni őket. Ó. Kokomiék, Kokomi korú. Meg ki volt még? Az valaki még volt itt.
Spying on great yokai. Great yokai whisper about something with humans.
So, what do you think?
Ja.
Are you interested in our proposal? One second. I believe someone's listening. Hello over there? You're more than welcome to join, but a face-to-face conversation is more appropriate, don't you think?
Great yokai found us.
It's just us.
There's no need to be nervous, you two. It's not like I think you're corporate spies. As for you, it's been a while since I've met one of your kind. Huh?
Oh, this is Kyobu Koban. It's his first time visiting a city, so he's a bit shy around strangers.
So, still sealed in that statue then? I suppose it can't be helped. Nice to meet you, Gyobu Koban. My name is Yume Mizuki Mizuki. I'm a Yumeku Ibaku. We're yokai, just like you.
Great yokai is surprisingly friendly?
Én most felzártam, hogy Kokominek amúgy nincs hangja. Szép volt. Meg aztán angolulnak se volt.
Oh, Isa bathhouse is...
Ja.
All valid points. We do need to differentiate the brand. We could place a greater emphasis on physiotherapy, or add some popular activities, such as carefully designed games.
Games?
course. Games are often used in psychological treatment. Anyway, the topic of games really seemed to pique your interest. Is there something going on? Miko. I knew I smelled scheming in the air. Rivalries aside, I have no qualm using Yai Publishing House's resources to our advantage. Besides, if I remember correctly, you have a connection to Yai Publishing House as well, don't you, General Goro? If our venture is to focus on games, then as future business partners, I'm... Agreed. Then...
Az első megvolt, mi van 2? Kik lesznek olyan? Ha lesz itt valaki. Ah, de jó.
Hey, I'm a Mujina, not a tanuki. Oh, Mujina yokai that can turn into tanuki? No, wait. I'm not a Mujina or a tanuki. I'm Sayu. Tanuki, Mujina, Sayu. So many I don't transform at all. I've been a human this whole time. Who is this guy anyway? Popping up out of nowhere right when I found a spot to sleep? Sorry, this is probably the first time Kichiboshi has...
Hoppá, jaj, mi a?
Not this again. It's just Sayu. There goes my nap.
Szegény.
Silly humans. This human really want... Boy, where do we begin? Right when I was trying to run.
Szegény.
About that, I'm pretty busy. Practicing ninjutsu and such.
Így csak próbál kibújni.
Taller than a house? I've never heard of a ninjutsu like that.
It's not ninjutsu. It's Bake Danuki art. We don't grow taller than a house.
See? I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
We grow taller than mountain.
Sorry. Just thinking about something Sensei always said. You can't just focus on drills, Sayu. You need to push the limits of what you know about ninjutsu. celebration. I'll pass on the fireworks. They're terrible for my sleep.
Na, kik lesznek a harmadikán túlmaradt, meg itt. Jaj, de jó. Nézzük. Na, nekem is lesz hangja. Túlmának nincs. Neki sincs. Tomi. Szomorú.
Longhorn Oni and Shorthorn Oni. Shosei, there you are. White fur, yellow fur. Shosei found white fur and yellow fur number 2. Both great yokai. Both like to play. Shosei loves to play. Longhorn and Shorthorn Oni also love to play. We taste the same.
Na, még akkor nekik is el kell mondani, mi a szitu.
Hitotsumi Kozo and the others did all the work, bullchucker. You're really lumping them in with your gang? Hitotsumi Kozo and his friends did come up with the Akitsu Yuge game during the last festival. There's no reason not to invite them.
Bom. Kukisinó megjelent. Gondoltam mondjuk.
Hornless Oni? So scary.
Megkapta.
Okay, that should be enough teams. Time to report back to the Yashiro Commission.
Oh.
Miss Kamisato, this is the list of stage materials for your review.
Miss Kamisato, I have your schedule for tomorrow.
The list looks fine.
No,
As for the schedule, let's move the meeting with the Tenryo Commission up a little. They're in charge of festival security, so...
Oh, she looks super busy. Should we come back later?
Oh, Traveler! Oh no, you're fine. You caught me just as I was finishing up, actually. Lady Guji said you're the official festival representative, and you've been busy recruiting participants. So, for large events like the Test of Courage, Brother usually does most of the organizing. But this time, I wanted to take some more I hope so.
Oh, speaking of the recruitment, we found a bunch of people. We should be good to go.
Oh, already? That was fast. I wasn't sure we would find enough participants. Oh, don't worry about it. I can only focus on so many things anyway. I suppose I'm a little sad about not taking part. but I'm looking forward to the festival all the same, when the time comes.
Miss Kamisato! Another letter from the Kanjo Commission.
Coming! Sorry, duty calls. We'll have to talk about our... My brother's the one overseeing the teams. I believe he's in the courtyard with Lady Gucci. You can go in when you're ready.
Thanks, Ayaka.
See you later.
Wow, Ayaka's really working hard. Guess we should follow suit. You're the festival representative and...
Na. Ajató és
Ah,
Mikor.
it's about time. I could hear you talking outside.
Oh, don't worry about it. We were talking to Ayaka anyway.
Now that young lady is one enthusiastic volunteer, especially when she heard about your involvement, Traveler. Solved our personnel problem in one fell swoop. Hardly. It was entirely her decision. Besides, you really think I could order her around with her big brother standing right there?
Na. Igen, ezek a magyarázkodások, sok van. Megmagyarázások.
Mizuki signed up too? Along with the Soul of the Deep. Now this is getting interesting. I knew it.
They're planning to use your festival to promote...
Oh, is that so?
So, Ayato.
Yes, that's all well and good. I just have... Why so anxious? I'm just trying to keep...
Egy kis tekerés az időbe. Következő napra kellett, ha jól láttam, úgyhogy beletekerünk így ennyit.
The theme for the games is being announced today, right?
Na. Jó. Kutyószer.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sarah! You guys are here early. There's still 3 whole days until the festival starts. Oh, wait, but what about the statue of the, almighty, Naruka? Okay, well that's Oh! Oh, right. Looks like we're running out of time. Let's go then. See you later, Sarah!
Ma'am, we have a message from Commission Headquarters. They need you to return as soon as possible.
Ajjaj, mi történhet? És itt van Mikor.
Ah, you're here. Now we can get the ball rolling. Right on time, I'd say. I was... Oh, this. Just a little something to spice things up. So, stay tuned.
so sleepy. Can't wait.
A theme decided by Miko and the Yashiro Commission.
One thing we all share is our capacity to outlandish fantasies of the mind. In a similar sense, games also blur the lines between fantasy and reality. With that in mind, your task is to create a game within the next 48 hours centered around the...
Okay, nothing too crazy.
And to provide some additional motivation, the winning team will be awarded the Tanuki Game Award,
Hoppa.
as well as a generous sum of mora, and a sponsorship from Yai Publishing House to fully develop the game and promote it throughout all Inazuma.
All Inazuma?
In the interest of fairness, the evaluation committee will decide the winner based on... Now, with that out of the way, looks like things are going well. We've just plus with the transformative powers of the Bakedanuki. Bringing those visions to fruition should be as the festival's most important judge and representative. You should go check on the progress, don't you think? It all comes down to fairness, as I said. I worked with the Yashiro Commission to come up with the theme so that... Oh, no need to stress, though. It's all fun and games, is it not? Just choose the one you enjoy the most. Of course, if it's appearances you're worried about, you could always... I don't know. Check in on the... And that proves that I picked the right person. Go on then. I won't keep you.
Hoppá. Ez micsoda? Itt vannak a háromfajta játék van, ahogy nézem, minket általában annyi van, úgyhogy ezt megszokhattuk. Kezdjük a legelsővel. Ja, itt van mindegyik amúgy. Itt vannak ilyen quest dolgok.
Oh, back so soon? Did you want to withhold judgment until they're done? You don't want to judge an unfinished product? Well, that does make... There are fun things to do at some of the stalls nearby.
Wow, time really flew by today. It's so late already.
Hogy megnéztük már a gémeket.
But the food was even better. There were
Nem tudom
menus.
most.
I want to save the skewer just for you. Here, before it gets cold.
Ja, megnézzük.
Tastes great, right? Which means we should come back for more tomorrow.
Oh.
Wait. Do you see that up ahead? What's someone do?
Ajjaj.
Huh. Their clothes look kind of weird. Oh, could they be one of those costumed actors? Hey,
Ajjaj. Van, micsoda mozdulatok, kitérést. Ja.
What was that for? That attacked us out of nowhere! Something's not right about this. Be careful, traveler!
Ó, basszus, nem mondd le. Ó. Ah. Aj, nem kéne ennyire szpanálni az ütést. Nem tudok dodge-olni. Mennyire tudja kivédeni. Azért nem annyira jó. verni azért, csak... Na de ez egy elvileg meg lesz most. Ja, megvan. Ó. Ó, mi történik? Jaj, elég a tőré. Ó.
Traveler? Hey, are you alright? Well, you fought that strange person and made them disappear. But then, all of a sudden you started backing up like you were super afraid of something. Whew. You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. So what was with that thunder just now? It came out of nowhere and it's not... What's wrong?
Hoppá. Ki más?
Has a nightmare returned to Inazuma once again?
Ó, jaj, nem leesett. Nagyon szélén állt a dolgoknak.
Hey, Komora! Hey, did you hear me? Komora.
Komora? What's with the yelling? I can hear you just fine. Let's go.
Oh.
Huh? What? You're not coming? Why are you giving me that look?
Komora, weren't you... over...
Az igen. Hoppá. Iha. Ez érdekes. Ez érdekes. Na. És elvileg akkor tényleg a... Neki tudunk újra nyitni a gémeknek. Kezdjük az elsővel. Melyik? Nem tudom, mindegy. Kezdjük. Valószínűleg nem ez. Nem mindegy. Ezzel kezdünk itt. Talán ez az. Amúgy. Ezek mik ezek? Aha. Még egyszer jó volt, szoktam nézni. Nem. Le kell eljutni. Nem tudom, megnézzük, hogy ez itt mi. Hogy ezek így... Ha? Rá kell izélni? Ne! Ó, rá kéne lökni arra izére? Lehetséges. Ez kéne. Aha. Nem tudom. Hogy ő neki kéne átmennie? Nem. Akkor nem tudom mi ez. Meg kell nézni az elején. Vagy... És nem tudom, tovább mentünk volna egy... Aha. És ezt megnyitom, akkor azok átmennek, nem? Kéne gondolom, nem? Jobban kellett volna, el kellett volna olvasni, mi az utódja. Na, ez az, ami rettese. Jó van, ugye rájövünk. Csak van nézni a tutorialt. Van ilyen segítség. Aha. Opa, nem kellett volna leugni. Itt most. De hogy várni kell, amíg át tudunk menni. Lehetséges? Ne! Fuck. Jó. Így, valahogy így kell, hogy meg kell várni, míg ezek rámennek ezekre a gombokra. Aztán át kell futni. Ez a pont a harmadikja. Jó, hát nem tudom. 9 óra lesz új, oké. Jó van. Ja, csak meg kell. Erre a szerencsém lett egy ilyen help comp fent. Hát akkor tényleg. Jó, oké. Na nézzük mi a következő. Ez micsoda? Ó, ez ilyen. Én nem tudom, én csak odaálltam, én ahogy csináltad, megnyomtam a helpet, ahol mutatta a kis másik. Csak úgy átmutattak, ahogy ráálltak, így random. Szerintem ez nem tőlünk függ, hanem nekik van egy előre megadott útvonaluk szerintem, talán. Aztán majd átmennek, vagy egyszer csak ráállnak arra a gombra. Szerintem. Csak hogy ja, azzal kell izélni, hogy pont akkor menjünk át, amikor a shift-tel is működik ez. Apa. Hol volt ez? Ja, ott. Közelőle megvan. Ups. Az pont megmarad. Amúgy ez jó kis játék úgy. Nem, szerintem annól automatikusan el kell elindulni. Vagy nem tudom, nem csináltam semmit, előre mentem, aztán ugyanúgy elindult nekem. Szerintem nem így. Ja. Igen, van több kör. Van több kör, igen. Ó, basszus, ráestem a gombára font. Ja, igen, van több izé. Ó, követi a mozgásot. Ó. Na, tessék, Drex, így jobban rájött most. Erre. Igen, ez már péntek van. Na, csak sikerül már az meg egy izé. Ezt akkor csak ezzel pedig ez egy tök egyszerű rész még. Fuck. Na. Ez is ennyi volt. Az a rész a... Micsoda. Ja, ezek a sztori részek. Aha. Ennek is csak holnaptól lesz, és csak ennek is csak egy része van ma. Meg ahogy nézem, ennek is. Igaz, pont az elsőt hagytam utoljára, visszafelé haladunk, az pedig az volt, ugye? Ott, az itt. Na. Ez micsoda? Jó, mindegy, nem olvastam mindent teljesen. Egy visszakerült, mint amit mobikával csináltunk, olyasmi. Ó, basszus, ez rám. Ezt elkapott. Mekkora. Ha, és megint a piros része a HP-nak. Ó. Ezeket így csak dodge-olni kell, vagy ezeket nem, ezeket csak dodge-olni kell, hogy nézem. Ó, és ez az, amit... Ó, hoppá. Ó. Lol. Ezeket... Van ilyen charge is, és most nézem. Oh fuck. Én csak ilyenkor lassabban mozgok, aha. Jó van. Na. Ó, sikerült egy challenge, jó van. Mind a három. Azt hittem, hogy újra kell kezdenem, mert hogy... Nem tudom, sokat sok betalált meg ilyenek. Sok elmet láttam, de nem kellett. Jó. Na, én amúgy nem olyan rosszak ezek a game módok. Nem tudom, nem... Egy kis fun game módok. Szerintem. Ó, már megkapom a izét. Ja, itt még elkapom ugye a refinementeket. Meg koronát is kapunk. Micsoda. Nekem tört? Ja, amúgy tetszett, meg szerintem egész jó. Na de megkapjuk ezt a fegyvert akkor. Na. Nem tudom, hogy meglátjuk ezt a fegyvert, nem... Tudom kinek lesz jó, talán nem Raidennek. De neki van most catch-en, nem tudom. Mondjuk így annyira nem tetszik nekem kinézetre, hogy őszinte legyek. Nem tetszik mondjuk a catch. Mindegy, van egy ilyen fegyverünk, még összegyűjtjük a refinementeket, aztán nem tűnik olyan rossz fegyvernek nekem. Aztán meglátjuk. Mennyi primo? 459, 100 alakítjuk izébe, és már van 10 komoly visünk. Komoly. Nagyon komoly. Gyűlik szépen számomra. Na, de mi menjünk egy kört szerintem az artiba, artifakduméba, mert most még annyi, ma még artizom, aztán holnaptól visszaállok a karakterfejlesztés tervemhez. Na, az nice. Most már annyit nem játszottam a utóbbi napokban. Úgyhogy... Meg hát már lassan azért fogy a contentem, de még van azért itt pár terület, amit föl tudok fedezni, még egy-két story hangout, meg ilyenek, sőt, még ott Szenenit podban is vannak nekem ugye ilyen primós dolgok. Akkor mi van még? hangout mondtam, ja, izé TCG-be is van nekem, akkor itt van ekonomia, ez csak 70-78, még az több, mint amire emlékeztem. És ahogy kezdem, az meg nekünk 93. De ezek már maxolva van, nagyjából, sőt, szerintem itt minden megvan. Így még, amit tudok kipucálom, minden területet, kis sztorik vannak még. Vagy nem tudom, mennyit tudok majd összegyűjteni. Ez sányunk bannerig, remélem azért keveset azért ezt tudom, mert... Vagy pedig kapok majd az őriket, remélem, jó lenne. Mert ugye C2 erre egyre tervezem. És ha az első részben lesz, akkor nincs sok időm addig. Nyilván ha most nem jön ki, akkor majd legközelebb. Az a lényeg, hogy most meg legyen legalább C0R0-án. Ja, hát második részben meg ott lesz mondjuk szidása, oda is mondjuk még viselek. Nyilván nem fogom azért elsporolni a sányunk bannert, mert azt jobban szeretném azt a részét. Sányunk előbb szeretném C2 ellegyezni, mint szidása, de majd meglátjuk, hogy mi lesz. Ó. Ebből meg lehet valami amúgy. És akkor egyre sin. Egy kis oldacska. Egy darab. Ez egy 8 perc, ugye? Így azt nem fog megvárni. Nem csak 5. Na, az se. Annyira nem tudom igazából. Szerintem már egy ennyi a dolog. Majd mi az Genshin az legközelebb? Az legközelebb vasárnap lesz, akkor biztos, hogy megnéz, ugye Abyss lesz, aztán utána lehet befejezzük ezt az eventet. Ugye ahol még igennek, de nem vagyok benne biztos, lehet, hogy csak Abyss, nem tudom, ezt holnap azért megcsinálom mindezeket az eventeket, amiket kapok, bár utána is kapunk, szerintem vasárnap is kapunk dolgokat, végül is megcsinálhatjuk, ha lesznek. Mindegy. Viszont még holnap lesz még Star Rail stream is, majd ilyen. Nem tudom mikor mit írtam, 3-4 felett talán. Szerintem az ilyen reális. Na, de viszont mára szerintem én elköszönök, nagyon szépen köszönöm a mai figyelmet. Még egyszer köszönöm a raidet Attinának. Úgyhogy raideljünk mi is valakit, én azt gondolom. Van-e? Hoppá! Virposszum Fontaine Alconquestezik, menjünk oda. Úgyhogy mindenkinek további szép napot, vagy hát már estét, és jó hétvégét így előre is. Ja, jó szakát mindenkinek, meg minden. Úgyhogy holnap találkozunk 3-4 fele szerintem. Csá-csá!